Hi, in this video, I'm going to speak to you about the biggest test taking secret that I wish someone had told me when I was young. So here's how it works. The subconscious mind is a perfect recording device. Everything you see, everything you learn, everything you study is recorded and stays in your subconscious mind. And where does it stay? It stays in what's called the alpha brainwave state. In alpha, that's where all your short term memories are stored. Now, your long term memories and your traumatic ones are stored in theta, which is a lot deeper to get to. But to get to alpha is very easy. But most people don't know how. So let me show you how to access the information that you studied, especially during tests, and why you're not able to access it or why you have such a hard time remembering what you've studied when you're sitting there in front of your exams. So here's how it works. When you study, everything goes into this place called alpha. So let's imagine there's a room over here. And inside that room is everything I studied. So you studied all night long, you studied for a week, it's all right there. Now, wouldn't it be great if you can study and you had all your notes right there to be able to refer to? But here's the problem. Alpha is a light state of relaxation. It's the state that you're in just as you begin to go into hypnosis or to let go just before sleep. All right. So to be able to access that, your mind needs to be open. But right now, as you're watching me or as you're studying, you're in the beta brainwave state. Beta is the busy state, the alert state. When you're in beta, alpha is kind of closed down. What you're studying goes there, but you can't access it. It's like the door is closed. So beta is your busy state. So what's happening is when you go to take your test, even though you might walk in relaxed and you know it, when you take your test, you freeze. You feel uncomfortable. You get that fear of what if I don't pass? What if I get the answers wrong? And those bring you right to beta. Okay, because you need to start to relax to go to alpha. You need to let go. Well, taking an exam, you're not relaxed. So you're taking the test and you're trying to see the notes in that room. Okay, it's all right there, but you just can't seem to get it. All you need to do is bring yourself to alpha and the door opens up. And here's how you do it. Simply by closing your eyes, you open up about 80% of alpha. So simply by closing your eyes and also taking your deep breath gets you there a lot quicker. And that's why whenever we do a hypnosis session, we say take 3 deep breaths and close your eyes because it takes you from this busy beta state into the alpha and then into the theta, and that's where we hypnotize you. Isn't that great to know? So try it right now. If there's something you're trying to remember, okay, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and it just opens up because you're letting go. You're going from the busy beta state to the alpha state, and it's just like opening the door and your notes are right there. Now, the other problem is, have you ever got to a question and you weren't sure the answer and you think it's this, but I'll get to it later. And you find that most of the questions and that you answer later on, you got wrong. Well, here's a way to know whether you got the right answer. This is something I've taught to all my children, and I had a few of them that went to college as well. What you do is when you look at the answer, how does it feel to you? Does it feel good? Or do you have that stupor of thought or that, oh, I don't know. If you get a stupor of thought, if you feel uncomfortable about it, if you feel agitated, the answer's usually wrong. Why? Because in alpha, or in the, if you want to call it the universal consciousness where all information is stored, there is only comfort. There is only positive. There is no negative. So if you're feeling negative towards an answer, that's your conscious mind. That's the beta brain answering you, which is probably wrong. The answers are stored in the subconscious, and the subconscious is only positive, is only inclusive. So if you feel good about your answer, chances are it's right. So just to recap, when you're taking your test, remember if you studied it, you have to study it first. If you studied it, the information is in that room. All you need to do is to access it is close your eyes, take a deep breath, and you should be able to remember. Now, I know it's tough to do that in class. Maybe you could look down, don't stay there for a long time because they'll think you're sleeping. And then if you feel good about an answer when you're trying to decide, it's most likely the right one. So I hope that helps you, and you can share this with your friends. I'm sure it can help them as well. And if you'd like to learn more about the mind, because it's amazing all the things you can do, go to the link below this video, and I have a free book for you where you can learn hypnosis. And also take a look at our hypnosis home study course, where you can learn hypnosis at home, which will make a huge difference in your life. The things you'll understand and the things that'll open up to you will give you the wisdom that you wish you've had all this time. So thanks for watching. Good luck on your next test, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.